G'day Marvel Future Fight gamers, VaderG here, welcome back to the channel. Just having a quick look here, doing a real speed run for Giant Boss Raid against Galactus to get some Cosmic Cubes. Definitely stopped trying for Rage a long time ago. I've never had a Rage drop. I've never had any CTP drop from Giant Boss Raid ever. Okay, in this video, well, first of all, we might get the RNG stuff out of the way. So we've got the event quest. This has actually been a pretty cool event quest, in my opinion. It's allowed us to either choose, if you've logged in every day and run your stuff, a Mega Tier 2 advancement ticket or a CTP Dimension chest. Now, for any new players or players who don't have many Mega Tier 2 tickets, I would definitely advise for them to actually go for that option. As you can see here, I've got 7 in inventory. The only character I don't actually have that would require a Mega Tier 2 ticket is Negasonic. I don't see myself getting her anytime soon through Danger Room X. But, you know, stranger things have happened, I guess. But I'm covered. I've got 7, right? So in this, you know, I guess what I'm sort of leaning towards is I'll get a CTP. Now, the reason I say get a Mega Tier 2 ticket if you need one, so I reckon if you've got 4 or less Mega Tier 2 tickets, is go for one of those, because you can get really shitted on by RNG going for these Dimension chests. If you get a Transcendence, an Authority, you know, effectively probably a Destruction as well these days, a Patience, an Egg, you're probably not going to be super happy. So what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 out of 11 options. If you're a PVE player, you're probably not really going to care about a CTP of regen either, or probably a CTP of greed for that instance. So I don't know. So look, I'm going to do a gamble. Hopefully you guys give me luck by watching, and I'll try for a CTP chest here, and let's see what we get. It's cost us nothing, right? All we've done is logged in. So let's have a crack and see. CTP of greed. Probably not ideal, not really what I was looking for, but, you know, it's a CTP, and, you know, I could utilize that on, you know, on a PvP character, I guess. I've got a greed on Sentry at the moment. Obviously, I'm not using him for PvE content, but he does extremely well in timeline with a CTP of greed. Okay, next piece of RNG. So greed, yeah, look, I'm not super happy with that. I would have liked a Rage or an Insight or a CTP of energy, but it's better than a Transcendence, an Egg, or a Patience, or any of that sort of stuff, right? So not horrible, let's put it that way. Next bit of RNG I'm going to look at here is cards. So card crafting. Now, my cards, I've got 1 card left to replace with a crafted card. You can see I've actually had some decent luck with card crafting. If we have a look at my rolls, I've got all attack on this Lunar Snow card. I've got cooldown, I've got crit damage, ignore defense. That's a really good card. And I've also got 2% pierce. Now, 2% pierce does contribute maybe a little bit in Alliance Battle Extreme, but definitely for World Boss Ultimate, World Boss Legend, Squad Battle, even very evident in Shadowland as well. So basically all other PvE content, and really some PvP content as well, I believe, particularly Timeline, pierce does have a significant effect. I got super lucky with this Avengers card, right? So I've got the Avengers card, I rolled it a few times, got to quality 7. Now, you'll actually see from the actual base options here, physical attack, energy attack, it kind of equates to all attack, right? Now, when I'm looking for cards, so being a PvE player, when I'm looking for cards, I'm looking for all attack as one of those 2 first stats. In the case of the Avengers card, the rest of the stats, so that these sort of blue stats down the bottom here, these ones down here, they're kind of not super relevant. Now, because this is, and yeah, this is on the assumption that you're going to craft your cards, right? If you're going to craft your cards, what you're looking for in your base stats is all attack as a base stat. So you can see the Black Panther 166 card has all attack cooldown damage, cooldown. The White Fox card is a very good card, has all attack as a primary, ignore defense as a secondary stat there. But I'm not actually going to craft this card yet. So my plan of attack is to actually throw Guardians of the Galaxy 6 in that slot once I get a craft with all attack in the main stat. My Cable card is very good also. It's only got 1 green star, so it's very close to having 5% pierce damage. But Cable is an excellent card as well. All attack, cooldown, duration as your mains, and then you can get physical attack and energy attack. So for PvE sets, cards you want the cards you want to craft are these ones that have all attack as a main stat, and then physical and energy attack as a secondary stat, and you've rolled them. My opinion, quality 3 and upwards is fine. You're only going to be the very top echelon guys are going to have the all quality 7s or all quality 6s. Some of them have all blue stars. I can't even imagine how much that's actually cost those guys to get it to that stage with all blue stars. I've got very lucky with my roll. So this one has 5 blue stars. I wasn't really trying for blue stars. It's just the way that roll went. But yeah, I'll come back and I'll actually re-roll this lightning resist at some stage. It'd be nice if I got ignore defense on that, but whatever it is, I'll roll that to a blue star, and get that additional pierce damage. So PVE cards you want to craft are all of these ones I have equipped. The other cards you may want to look at crafting would be the spider card, so the amazing spider, where you have all attack as a main, ignore defense, and you can have physical attack and energy attack in the blue stats there. So it's an excellent PvE card. What other cards for PvE? Okay, Luna we've talked about, White Fox we've talked about, Guardians of the Galaxy. So the Guardians of the Galaxy card, and we'll do a craft combine on one in a second, is an excellent card as well, right? So all attack and can roll energy attack and physical attack in the blue stats there. So definitely a PvE card. PvE cable, obviously. So what we're going to do here is we're going to actually do a craft combine. This Guardians of the Galaxy card 2 days ago, I actually rolled it to the last crafted stat, and you can see it's absolutely freaking horrible. So crowd control time, lightning resist, fire resist, mind resist, poison resist, cold resist. I don't think you can get much of a worse card. Now, as for the actual roll on the card, it's quality 6, and it's got energy attack and physical attack. So for me, it's meeting a number of criteria. It's got all attack, 10%. It's high quality, so quality 6. But even if this was a quality 3 or 4 card, I would encourage you to roll it if you have energy attack and physical attack, not all, but both, energy attack and physical attack as your secondary stat. So we're going to do a combine on this one at the moment. So craft combine. We're going to not lock any stats at all. We've got the materials there, so wish me luck, guys. And we're going to, what card are we going to blow here? We'll just waste, I don't know, one of these Loki cards. And fingers crossed we get some blue stars, but more importantly we get all attack. I'd actually like dodge in this first slot here. I'd like dodge. That'd be really nice. If I could get ignore defense and crit, that would be a huge bonus. So fingers crossed. Let's see how we go. Okay, so we got energy attack and crit rate. The other stats are pretty useless, and concentration is pretty horrible as well. So for that particular card, I'll probably roll out again. I actually don't mind the crit rate stat. I think the crit rate is not a bad stat, so I might actually keep crit rate. But I'll continue to roll that card until I get all attack in the last slot, and hopefully I get more useful stats, and hopefully maybe even 3 blue stars in the rest of the slot. So that's where I'm at the moment. If you're a PvP player, you can ask yourself, well, what card? And I don't think I'll equip that at this point in time. I'm not that happy with that role at this point. If you're a PvP player, what cards would you look at? So when I'm looking at PvP or a really balanced set, what I do is I go into my friends list, and I've got some really OP guys on my friends list. So Toddy from Wanted R. So if we have a look at Toddy's cards here, and lots of the PvP players have very similar cards, although he's got an ANAD card, the ANAD card in there as well. So let's have a quick look at what he's got. So he's got the New Avengers number 9. Now, these guys are looking more for max HP as first stats, right? So not so much all attack, but that's an extremely good card there, that quality 7 there. So he's got HP, again from his actual crafting. So he's got 11% max HP from the card. He's got the HP buff, 20% increase of HP, and he's got max HP on his actual roll. Guardians of the Galaxy also has max HP as the primary. Beautifully probably it's a really balanced card, right? So max HP and all attack as the primary stats. The ANAD card, this is an interesting one. I didn't think he'd actually have this, but you can see when he's actually rolled on his primary card stats. So he's got physical attack, energy attack, all attack, attack speeds, max HP, dodge. It's basically a perfect roll particularly for a PvP player. Dodge, max HP, so these are the options he's got. Dodge, max HP, and all attack and crit rate, right? So the Amazing Spider-Man card, once again, he's got HP as an optional role and HP as a crafted role, and the same here with Uncanny Avengers. So that is an awesome PvP set. 91% max HP with a HP proc. Absolutely incredible. And actually, if I look at that set, it's pretty awesome all around. 95% all attack, 24% physical, 29% energy, and insane amounts of HP. If we have a look at Terrence's cards here, you're going to see a very similar sort of card set. The difference, he's got Luna in there, but an extremely OP set. So he's got Black Widow once again. Black Widow has max HP as a primary stat. Cable, he's got that in there, but he's sort of put that in there as, you know, as basically a perfect role. Well, not quite. It doesn't have energy attack. Doesn't have physical attack as a primary role there. Luna Snow, so energy attack, all attack, max HP is an optional role. He's got the New Avengers number 9, which is a real PvP card, and Guardians of the Galaxy, which, you know, is a hybrid card. Is perfect for basically both PvE and PvP. So guys, there's a little bit of insight into crafting. I'll come back and have a look at you know, that card that I rolled. In, you know, sort of this one here. I need to get it to a point where I'm happy to slot it in, and it's going to give me more benefit than, you know, basically than what the current card is, the White Fox card. So I need to be very confident of that. If I put that in at the moment, I'm going to lose Ignore Defense. I'm going to lose 11% Ignore Defense. So if I have a look at the Equip card, I'll lose the 11% Ignore Defense. I'm going to lose that 5% Dodge as well, which doesn't sound like a lot, but I don't know, it adds up. And effectively with the Ignore Defense, you know, if we have a look at my card stats, I could probably get away with losing it. I think I'm at 44%. Yeah, 45% Ignore Defense. So if I replace that card, I come back down to 34. It's still quite high. It's still very manageable, but I'm going to have to stuff around my Euro and that sort of stuff. So I don't know. I'd like to roll it a couple more times before I equip it. I'd like to see what else I could get on that card. But it's gonna be a very handy card. Particularly if I keep that crit rate, it's going to get my crits up quite a bit. You know, my crit will be up around 25%, and so I'd have 25%, roughly 30% crit damage. I'd be happy with that. So, guys, I hope you've enjoyed the video. I'm going to go and try and run Ghost Panther right now, and yeah, hopefully it's given you a little bit of an overview of crafting, the type of cards you want to be rolling, cards that I wouldn't bother crafting unless you have exceptional rolls on them. You know, like I said, I'm pretty fussy with my cards. I probably wouldn't be going, you know, you don't see too many people with Scarlet Witch cards equipped. Crescent 10, not too many equipped with Crescent 10. The Loki cards, either of those Loki cards, not that great really. This Gwenpool card can be quite good for PvP players, because it has max HP as a primary stat, and I think we've covered the other cards. So there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed the vid. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and catch you later.